That was a leach field manifold right there with the 4 yellow, virgin yellow Boffman tile knife cut. When you have a backyard and it's holding water and it's just flat and you can't get it to gravity drain out to the street, your best bet is to put in a sump pump. Now you can run your drainage system. You can give it slope and get it to the sump pump system, the outdoor sump pump system. Then that lift station, that sump pump lift station, it can then lift the water and you can pump it out to the front yard, in this case, to a leach field. And what a leach field does, those yellow pipes on that black manifold that's made out of dual wall culvert pipe, Boffman tiles, dual wall culvert pipe, and Boffman tiles, knife cut, virgin yellow, no recycled materials. It's pure virgin material for its strength and longevity. We are going to have a nice level leach field. You don't want the water to lay to one side in a leach field. You want it to be level. So that's probably the biggest task when you're building a leach field. Sure, there's some things that you definitely need to look for and consider, but we're going to lift all this water out of this flat yard and we're going to pump it into a leach field. Now, the Boffman Tile Company's knife cut in that virgin yellow, it's going to hold that water, and then just like a light rain, like a very light rain, it's going to release that water and let it slowly dissipate into the subsoil. So it's going to be this giant holding chamber. That's what a leach field is for water. And it's out of sight. It's not unsightly, and they work great. We've been putting them in for years. As a matter of fact, we put in so many leach fields in 2020 that we actually have 3 different kits that we use and offer, to the DIY, to the public. So this is our smallest leach field kit that we're installing here. This is a small lot in the suburbs of Sterling Heights, Michigan, and this gentleman had such a standing water problem. I mean, this backyard, he couldn't get the water out. It was just flat with no slope. It was impossible to gravity drain this. And a pump in the backyard, one of our bad seeds, we put one of our bad seed sump pump lift stations in the backyard, ran a system with slope. We put extra length on the chamber like we teach you guys, and then we lifted it and sent it out to a leach field. So anybody can do this. Very simple. We have install videos. If you go to our online store and you take a look at the different kits, when you do purchase a kit, you get a couple of very, lengthy and from A to Z installs of leach fields, because the videos are 30, 36 minutes long. They got a couple long ones, but that's what it takes for detailed videos. We don't really post those long videos anymore because they just weren't getting the views that the shorter videos are. So I try to give you guys a quicker, cut to the chase. Here we are in the front yard. Now look at those leach fields manifolds. Look at the difference. That was our small kit and our medium kit. Medium kit we sell with the high octane knife cut, and the small kit is with the yellow. Welcome to the French Drain Man channel. I'm Robert Sherwood, your host, and I just want to show you guys our new leach field manifold. So we're still going to offer the old style because it's an easier dig. You see, you don't have to dig out as much. So this manifold for a small water problem would distribute the water throughout your yard. We went ahead and we asked Boffman Tile to make us some high octane knife cut for leach fields. And I'm happy to announce that they did. So Look at the high octane leach field manifold. Look at the difference. So if you have a serious water problem and you're pumping the water to a leach field, everybody always says, where do you take the water to if there's no storm drain? Well, we take it to a leach field. And I've done a lot of videos on leach fields, and there's going to be a lot coming up, so stay tuned for that. But this is the high octane leach field kit, and you could either purchase it with one coil of the knife cut, and you'll just, divide it up in quarters and have 25-foot runs, or you can go with the 2 coils of knife cut, and that way you can run 50-foot. And this is something you could install with a trencher. So what do we gain by this? We gain a lot. So we got the high octane yard drain pipe. We know this is the strongest single wall pipe on the market. Then we have this manifold. We have spaced out the chambers that are going to hold water, because that's what a leach field does. You have chambers that hold water. You pump all your yard water or your sump pump discharge line water to a leach field, and it'll fill the runs. The chambers will fill full of water during a rain event, and it'll slowly soak into the soil. So having a bigger manifold will help you distribute that water over a larger area. So it's a huge advantage. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to make this announcement that we now have a high octane leach field kit for you guys. All right, everybody. Until that next video.
Not so fast. Let's give a demonstration. This is 8 slot, and this is what 4 slot staggered would do. You see how the water just dumps right out? As soon as the water leaves the manifold, it just pours out. See, this is going to make the yard really saturated, really wet, really soggy. It's not going to solve the water problem. It's just going to move the water problem. That's why you don't use regular perforated pipe in a leach field for yard drains. This is why we use knife cut. Look at how that water just pours out and just floods in one area of the yard. So see, that wouldn't work well at all. 4 slot staggered or 8 slot. You don't want perforated pipe where they saw cut it and they remove the material. See, the water just poured right out. You want knife cut, because knife cut, like on the demonstration we're going to give next, knife cut on the other 4 pipes that are chambers, basically. They're underground chambers. They hold the water, and knife cut is just literally that. The machines during manufacturing have sharp blades that just cut through the sidewall of the pipe. They don't saw cut and remove any material. So it's just a slice, and it completely, really holds in the water well for leach fields and lets it just slowly, like a light rain, enter the subsoil. So quite a big difference. So it's not just watch a video, oh, I'm going to go build that, and then grab some pipe. You have to make sure you're grabbing the right pipe. You have to make sure you're doing things correctly. So we're going to give another demonstration, and this time we loaded these chambers, and they took all the water in. Now look, see how it's just like a light rain? That's knife cut for you. So in yard drains, that's where you use knife cut, is in leach fields, and it's not for collection. It's for, distributing water over a large area